All right, so today we're going deep on something that might sound a little scary, bundle branch block.
BBB?
Yeah, BBB. And we're going to figure out what it means for you if you're thinking about life insurance.
Sounds good.
We're looking at this article from Diversified Insurance Brokers, Life Insurance for Individuals with Bundle Branch Block, What You Need to Know.
Yeah, they know their stuff.
All right, so BBB, imagine your heart's electrical system is like a network of wires, keeping everything in sync.
Keeping it ticking.
Yeah, and BBB is like kind of like a little kink in one of the wires.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't mean like your heart's broken, but it could affect how smoothly those signals are traveling.
Right.
So big question, can you still get life insurance with BBB? And like, how does it affect your rates and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the questions everyone wants answered. And the good news is a lot of people with BBB can totally still get life insurance.
That's good.
It's just the details matter, And one of the first things to get is what kind of BBB we're talking about, left bundle branch block, LBBB, or right bundle branch block, RBBB.
Okay, so LBBB and RBBB, those are...
Yeah, those are the two main types.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is people with RBBB and no history of other heart problems can often get like standard rates, even preferred rates sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, because isolated RBBB, it's often not a huge red flag,
Okay, that's good news for a lot of people, I bet.
Yeah, I think so.
So what about people who have LBBB, or if they have other heart conditions along with BBB, what happens then?
Yeah, so then it gets a bit trickier, like with LBBB, or if you have BBB plus something like coronary artery disease or arrhythmia, you might be looking at higher premiums, or they might have some extra underwriting requirements.
What does that mean, underwriting requirements? What do they make you do?
Well, it just means they need a little more info, to be sure about your health. They might ask for an EKG, which is basically just checking your heart's electrical activity.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe an echocardiogram.
Which is?
Yeah, it's where they use sound waves to get pictures of your heart.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they just want to see the whole picture,
Gotcha. So let's get into types of life insurance policies, because I think that's what people really want to know. Like, what are their options?
Absolutely. So there are three main ones that you should know about. First, you have fully underwritten policies. These usually have the best rates, but they do require a full medical exam.
Oh, okay.
And with those, it's super important, to be totally honest. Like, everything you tell them matters.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Then there's simplified issue life insurance. This one doesn't need a medical exam, but they do ask you some health questions.
Okay, so it's kind of like a trade-off there.
Exactly. It's quicker and easier, but might cost a little more.
Makes sense.
And then the last one is guaranteed issue life insurance. This one's like the easy button. They approve you automatically, no health questions or anything.
But
There's always a but. It usually costs more, and they have this thing called a graded death benefit.
Graded death benefit, what is that?
So it basically means that if you pass away within the first few years of the policy, they don't pay out the full amount right away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a waiting period, and the payout might be less during that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what can someone do, like if they have BBB and they're like, all right, I want to get the best life insurance possible?
The number one thing, honestly, is just live a heart-healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, follow your doctor's recommendations, eat right, exercise,
The usual.
the boring stuff. But it makes a huge difference to your health, and it shows the insurance companies that you're taking care of yourself.
Right.
That you're being proactive.
So you mentioned earlier working with an insurance broker. Can you talk a little more about why that's so important, especially for people with BBB?
Yeah, so a good broker knows all the ins and outs of how insurance companies look at heart conditions.
Oh, okay.
They can shop around for you, compare different policies, and they can explain all the little details in a way that you understand.
Yeah.
So it's like having someone on your side, fighting for you to get the best deal.
I like that.
Yeah.
So basically what we've learned is that knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
When it comes to BBB and life insurance, you got to understand the details to make the right choices for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's something for you to think about. If you're listening and you're thinking, okay, I need to find an insurance broker, how do you find a good one?
That's the question, isn't it?
How do you find one that really knows about pre-existing conditions and can really help you out?
I think it's worth doing some research, maybe ask around for recommendations. Talk to a few different brokers to see who you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, find someone that you trust.
Exactly. Someone who gets you and your situation.
Awesome. Well, I think that's a great place to wrap up. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
And to all our listeners out there, stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.